just left San Francisco. If you haven't already, we will leave a link to our San Francisco vlog, and we will also leave a link to our travel day. We have been here for like 4 days now. Yeah, we arrived last Thursday, it's currently Monday, and we are on our way down to LA, but we're doing a little bit of a road trip. So Dean is driving. He is doing a fab job. Yeah, just giving us a little wave.
And Katie's passenger.
Yes, but I'm actually co-pilot. I'm chief navigator. We have got a Mustang convertible, which is very exciting.
Yeah, we struggled to fit the bags in.
Yeah.
Thank God for concierge.
Yeah. I think that next time maybe we wouldn't go for a Mustang with 4 pieces of luggage, but you know, you live and learn. It fits, it's fine.
And we haven't had to rev the roof down yet because the weather's not great. Yeah,
it's very misty. But come along with us. This is going to be probably one of our shorter vlogs where we just go through Route 1, the different places that we stop off, where we're staying tonight, because we're staying in this really cute lodge, and then driving to LA tomorrow, and then there'll be an LA vlog, and there'll be a Universal Studios vlog, and lots of other exciting things to come. But if you're new here, I'm Katie.
I'm Dean.
So this is Dean. And yeah, come along with us on our journey.
You'll be on my mind. I'll be dreaming about this till the end of time. We are young, we are free, down for the ride. Might be over tomorrow, but we got to stay forever.
I think we've programmed the next stop or the first official stop to be
Half Moon Bay.
No, where did we schedule it?
Oh, yeah, Carmel by the Sea.
Yeah.
By the Sea. Clint Eastwood's old town.
Yeah. Because that is apparently somewhere that lots of people stop. But as Dean said, where is it? The next one that we might stop at?
Half Moon Bay.
Yeah.
Just for something sweet, because we realised it's getting quite late because we were so long in the car hire place.
Yeah, 2 hours in Alamo to get this car. So.
Definitely recommend, if you're picking up a car from down to near Fisherman's Wharf, go and pick your car up the minute the shop opens.
Yeah.
Because it was a slow one today.
Or maybe don't use Alamo, because all of the other
Yeah, so
ones
Alamo,
didn't really
Enterprise,
queue.
and what was the...
It was a weird one I'd not heard of. It was a 3-in-1 place, and there was one guy having to manage it. It was horrendous, but yeah, it just meant that also we were leaving later, which is a shame because it's already 20 to 2 and we're probably nowhere near as far as we'd have liked to have been.
Yeah, we'd have liked to have stopped and had lunch already.
Yeah, but
thankfully we got snacks from yesterday.
Yeah, but it's all good. We're on holiday. We don't really have a set time. This is why we decided to stop over halfway, so that we didn't have to try and do the like 6.5 hours that this coastal route takes to get from San Fran to LA. Like, this is why we wanted to break it up, to be able to have a bit more time. So it's fine. First stop, Half Moon Bay. It actually came up on us quicker than we thought it was going to. Or this is exit only, we've got to go around to the front. We have found a brewing company, so we'll see what this is about. We'll give it a go. Oh. Thank you. So this is a small plate. So I went for calamari.
I went for a salmon poke and it comes with a salad chips.
Oh, it looks so good.
Let's go warm.
Are they? So we're gonna grab some pumpkin harvest ale because, yeah, well, it's autumn or fall. You pay at the bar.
Oh yeah.
This place is cool. Oh wow, yeah, look, there are loads of people out kite surfing. I don't know if you can really, oh yeah, look, you can pick up some of it. That is so cool. Windsurfing.
Oh, kite surfing.
Is it kite surfing?
There's windsurfers and there's kite surfers. They're using the kites as kite surfing.
That is so cool. So we have absolutely zero signal. Oh no, I said that just as 4G reappeared. But note to self, anyone who's doing these trips in the future, make sure you either like downloaded a maps before, which we did. Oh yeah. Or you like program when you have got Wi-Fi or signal, and then just let your phone run. That's what we've been doing. But it's really easy because we're just following Route 1 and it's just a straight line, and as long as you've got the ocean on your right hand side, you know that you're going the right way. It's really hard to tell how far into our journey we are because we obviously made that stop and we left a bit later than planned, and I don't really know what time we left or how long until we get to our end place. We're just sort of carrying on as we go.
About the journey today.
Yeah, it is actually. So we're later than planned, but I think it is more about the drive. We didn't have any specific stops that we wanted to do, so it's just if we come across somewhere that looks quite nice, we're gonna stop for a little bit, stretch our legs, maybe like grab a drink or snack or something. What do you do when you get stuck in traffic? You listen to Disney tunes.
This is ready for the ride. What ride?
We ready? If you dream a little bigger right now, if you open up your eyes, I'm ready for the ride. La 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 la. So, we are now on the 17-mile drive. It is about 5 minutes before you get to Carmel. So what we did was we put Carmel into our sat nav, and then we just before we got to it, you just were like, oh, there's the oh, it's this way. You were like, oh, there's the 17 mile, and so we came off of whatever road we were on and we're now following it. It's all signposted. It's the 17-mile Pebble Beach Scenic Tour. And so you get this map and it cost us just under $12.
Yeah, $11.95.
Yeah, to do it. You just pay by card at the little like gate. I'm guessing there are a lot of tourists that do this, but it just takes us along the more coastal route and away from the freeways or highways, whatever they're called. So let's see, there's some stops along the way as well. We're just going to have a little drive and explore. I will be on map duty because we've now got no signal at all and we've gone away from our route. So we are now going old school with the map.
I think we can't really go wrong with this. This is quite well signposted already.
Well, we say that. I don't know where this ends.
It comes back out to Route 1.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's almost as if someone did some planning. So there are 17 points of interest, a really good map, and then at each place it has a little key as to what you can find there. So we have decided that we are gonna do a slow drive through to point 7, which is Bird Rock. That's where Dean said that was a particularly good place to stop, and also that's where the toilets are. So that's what we're gonna do. We will see if we can point out some bits of interest, but this is really cool. It's like a proper community as well though, because it's got a hospital and like residents live here, and I guess along there is actually like a main road and not that isn't associated with this.
Yeah, I guess so.
We have arrived at Seal Rock, and if you're not sure why it's called...
It's Bird Rock.
Oh, are we at Bird Rock? Oh!
Yeah.
What?
But there's loads of seals on there. You've not spotted birds on there as well.
Oh! Oh! Well, there goes my
There
thing.
used to be I think that's where they all used to be.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we're at Bird Rock, which is point 7, so we're 7 miles into our 17-mile drive. But it says 17-mile drive and the 17 points of interest.
Okay.
But maybe it's not 7 miles in yet. Maybe they're not. They're obviously not like at each point. So
I'm just
scrap that.
I'm just enjoying the seals making an absolute racket.
This wildlife
Sea
hub,
lions even. Oh no, harbour seals as well.
yeah. So this wildlife hub is buzzing with birds, harbour seals, and barking sea lions.
You can hear the barking sea lions.
Yeah, it was actually covered in 4 to 5 feet of pelican and
Cormorant.
Oh, okay, until 1930 when it was harvested as a fertiliser. Sea lions took advantage of the cleaned up perch and have been sunbathing here ever since.
Look at them. We were looking through the it's really cool because you can use these telescopes, and unlike at most beach locations they're free. But you can see them just all over there. Let's see if we can zoom in.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, is that a chipmunk?
I don't know! Look how cute it is!
There's a chipmunk. Hey Chip!
Is that a chipmunk?
Yeah, because of the...
Oh yeah, look, there's loads of them!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're cute!
Yeah, they... Yeah, the chipmunks? They look like chipmunks. There you go, look, get a decent view of these. Look at them all. Yeah.
Hello?
I haven't got anything for you to eat. Oh yeah, that put you off, didn't it?
This place is so cool.
It says squirrels.
Oh, squirrels, chipmunks. There is so much wildlife here to see. So we've got pelican type thing, seals, other birds, those really cute chipmunks, yeah, doggies. It's really, really cool. Just wish that we'd been able to come here earlier because I think we could really make the most of loads of the stops, but we're really conscious of time and also the amount of light that we've got left in the day. Forgot to mention, this is our car. Not great for full suitcases, but
in just a minute or two, we're going to pass through a community known as Carmel Highlands. Though we won't be turning for a visit into the Highlands, there's a fair bit of history in those secluded cedar groves. First laid out in 1916, Carmel Highlands quickly became a popular artist retreat.
now that we've just come to Carmel off of the 17-mile sort of detour thing that we did, because you go in...
17-mile drive.
Yeah, that's it.
Detour.
Because you go in and come out at the same point. Dean got an app. We will leave the name for it below.
Okay,
and
that was a bit of a rush beginning, but now we're on our way, and we can
talks
make
us
some
through the
plans.
route from here
it's about
down to
130
LA.
miles
It's
to
really
San
good.
Luis Obispo. Though the distance isn't that far, Big Sur will take some time to appreciate properly.
Where have we come to?
I don't really like heights, so this is freaking me out a bit.
So we're right on the Pacific Coast Highway, looking down to Bixby Bridge, and looking out you can see an island over there, but yeah, this is pretty high, but you get, I feel like there's clouds coming in. You got your picture for Instagram?
This guide is
As
so
we wind around Big Sur's hairpin
helpful.
turns and precipitous seaside cliffs, hopefully the thought crosses our minds of how daunting a task building this road would have been for the engineers of the 1920s. The full length of Highway 1 stretches for 644 miles, from the beaches of of Los Angeles, across the Golden Gate Bridge, to the dense stands of redwoods in Northern California.
So this app gives you guidance, hints and tips, the best places to stop, and also some really interesting information. It just makes the drive so much more interesting because you actually get to hear about the history and just so everything. I think it's really good.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you miss a stop, you know, and you basically talks about what it is, and if you want to turn back, you can. It kind of gives you the idea that
Soon we'll be able to see an enormous rock that juts out into the sea.
Literally by the skin of our teeth, we have come down to Pfeiffer
Beach, yeah.
And it's open sunrise to sunset. We were like, okay, when sunset?
The car behind us is following me.
Oh 100%. Yeah. We were like, when sunset, we knew that we're really close. He said 12 minutes. So we're literally going in. Apparently there is purple sand. We will get some pretty cool views, hopefully. I think, yeah, let's just park as close as we can to the wherever it is, the beach that we're going to. Oh, there's still loads of cars here. I honestly thought we were going to be like some of the only people here. No, it's really creepy.
Yeah, I mean, these trees are like massive, aren't they?
They are. Oh, there's a toilet here, thank God.
I didn't saw that.
Yeah. We were so lucky getting in literally with like seconds to spare. We've parked up as close as we can get, popped to the restroom. Although that was an experience because there's no light and it's getting really dark. And yeah, we literally feel like we're in the middle of nowhere, but all the way down there are houses. It's insane how remote some of the houses are here. But yeah, let's go have a look at this beach.
I don't know if it's going to do the sunset any justice.
Come a little closer, I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower, I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile.
Good morning.
Morning.
We are in Cambria Pine Lodge.
It's very nice, it smells very nice.
It's lovely. We're in the middle of Cambria, but we're just slightly off of like the main, we would call it a high street, but I guess main hub of town. Yeah. And we're just up in the
downtown, as they call it, don't they, here?
Yeah.
The main downtown area.
We're just up in the mountains a little bit, surrounded by forest. We've got an upgraded room. We haven't really had time to appreciate it because we got here late last night after all of the Alamo issues and stopping to watch the sunset and stopping in just a few of the many places that we could have stopped. I mean,
yeah, you definitely need, if we'd known, we probably would have stopped further up on the route, stayed there and then come down.
Yeah, and stayed at 2 different stops. I mean, you could do that route probably 10-20 times and do something different every single time really easily. It's probably just before 9 o'clock in the morning, I think. We get
9 o'clock.
We get breakfast included here, so we're all packed up. We're going to give you a very quick room tour, and then we are going to go and have some breakfast before hitting the road, and we are heading down to LA today.
We're going to head north to start with.
Oh yes, you want to see the seals?
Yes, I want to see the seals.
So this was our room. We got upgraded. We paid just for I think it was a Forest View King.
Yeah, Forest View King, that's the one.
But they upgraded us to this sort of like suite. So
Large King Suite, this one's called.
So you come in, you have like a little seating area. I think this turns into a sofa bed as well, because it said it slept up to 6 people. We've got a fireplace. I mean, we literally didn't use any of this.
This didn't quite work out how the fireplace worked.
Yeah, they have a pull-down bed. They've got a little seating area because we have got a kitchenette. We had one of these really weird bathrooms. I think they're called Jack and Jill bathrooms, where you can walk in and out either side. So that was interesting. Gonna demonstrate. Then you walk through, this is the main bedroom. It was a bit odd because our like sink
Vanity unit.
yeah, was in the bedroom, so it's a bit unusual. But the bed was so comfy.
And the pillows were really good.
Yeah.
I struggled with the pillows the last couple of months, they're quite flat. These ones are really nice.
We had another fire in here. If we were here in the winter, it would be so cozy.
We think that's why the fires weren't working, because why would you put the fires on?
Yeah, it's too warm. And then you step outside, and this is our view. Oh, very nice. It's very misty this morning, but we have a very nice view of the forest. And that's where we stayed. We definitely didn't really get to make the most of it. As I said, it's a shame that it arrived in the evening, but
I mean, we didn't get it till 10, did we, in the end?
yeah, it was almost 10 in the end, I think.
Thankfully we didn't have to change rooms when we got here.
No, the room was lovely. This worked out about £200-ish for the night, but
Just
included
under,
breakfast.
It was like $211.
Yeah, so the exchange rate is really rubbish at time of filming this, which is September 2022. Yeah, the exchange rate is rubbish. It was a lot better when we initially booked it sort of a year ago, but we moved. That's how things are at the moment. But not bad actually, really, especially because they upgraded us. For now, we didn't get any dinner last night because we had late lunch and then we were snacking, and then by the time we got here everything was closed, so we're rather peckish, and I can smell bacon.
Yeah, to be fair, when you go downstairs, the smell of bacon like hits you straight away.
Okay, well, let's
Punches you in the nose, as they say.
let's go have some bacon, hopefully. There is so much here. There is apparently a swimming pool, a veg garden, there's a trail that you can do to the village, a flower garden, a dog park, an amphitheatre. Oh yeah, and there's the Cambria Christmas markets. This would be so nice. There's so many different types of accommodation that you can stay in. It really is lovely and way bigger than we expected. I don't really know what I expected, but yeah, it's little lodges rather than big ones.
Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the...
Everything just tastes better with maple syrup.
It does. French toast, maple syrup, who knew?
Yeah, I know.
Or for us Brits, eggy bread.
Yeah.
And maple syrup, who knew?
We're all done. We're actually only leaving 10 minutes later than we planned. I think that's a win.
I think that's a win. Breakfast was good.
Breakfast was really good. Really liked it here. Would really recommend. It's a great stop. It is basically about halfway point if you didn't stop anywhere, I think. So it's a really great stop.
Which is why we picked it.
Yeah.
We didn't realise a lot of the stops were the north end of Route 1.
Yeah. But we know for next time. I'll have that in the car. Please, yeah. So time to go and see some seals. No, it's a bit cold. We could put the roof down. We could put it down for the seals. At least then we've done it.
Yeah, that's great.
I'd rather have it down here than as we get closer to...
What is that about now? Oh, we get the roof down. Oh, that'd be why. That's quick.
That's really quick.
The last
really quick.
The last one we had was quite slow. It's a lot easier than the last time because I know what fuel I need.
It's always an experience filling up with gas when we're in America. But yeah.
It's not like you could just stick it in and like fill up.
Yeah.
They obviously must have issues with people running off without paying.
Yeah, because we had to go in and they had to open it up and then we can get fuel and then we go back in and pay for it. But at least we know what we're putting in this time. In our very first trip to America when we hired a car, we didn't know what needed to go in the car. There was nothing anywhere. And obviously, if you put the wrong fuel in, you're in trouble. So at least we're doing better this time. And we haven't had to guess how much money we want to use to fill it up.
But you need to be wary that gasoline is black.
Yes, that is one very big thing. If you're from the UK, you'll know that the black pump is diesel, but here it's gasoline. And also there are 3 different types.
$4.
Yeah. There are 3 types here: regular, plus, and nitro. We obviously just went regular because this isn't our car. But yeah.
Go 40. I think that's been enough.
Okay. The hire car agreement that we've got is that we have paid for the fuel, so we can go back on empty, so at least we haven't got to try and find somewhere to fill up fuel when we get to LA. Oh, that was an adventure. I'm glad Dean's doing that.
What you doing is making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. I feel like the ocean. I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night.
That is absolutely amazing. You get so close to the sea lions.
Elephant seals.
Elephant seals, sorry. You get so close to the elephant seals. They are literally like Digby, our miniature dash hound. Yeah, there are some, the ones that are out in the water, because we were listening, there's a few guides who stand and sort of chat to people, which is really good because it means that you get to find out a little bit more about the animals. They said that the ones that are out in the water are definitely teenage males, doing what teenage males do, like the fighting and stuff. But
Fighting, frolicking.
yeah. But yeah, there are spirit animals, definitely. Just eat, sleep,
Repeat.
yeah. And they look like Digby, like they're all like scratching at themselves and like yawning and stretching and like laying on each other and cuddling.
My favourite thing was watching one move about 3 or 4 foot, stopping, collapsing, and then yawning.
Yeah, I'm done.
That's how I felt.
I love that. Yeah, that was really worth a stop, and it was only 15 minutes north, so we are heading in the wrong direction on Route 1. But it's only a 15-minute detour. We're going to head back onto...
Well, it'd be half an hour by the time we go back, and obviously we'd have stopped. But
well,
it was well
yeah,
worth it.
Yeah, exactly, to see it, because last night we couldn't because it was too late. But then we're just going to head back onto Route 1, and now we are heading down to LA. We're going to do a couple of stops. We're going to do a couple of stops, but our aim is to get down to LA for 3 o'clock when we can check into our hotel. We're staying at the Hilton at Universal, ready for a Universal day tomorrow.
With a Universal view.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that. So they talk a lot about Hearst Castle. I think we mentioned it yesterday. It sounds really, really good.
It sounds like a decadent place where all the rich and famous just go and party.
Yeah, Winston Churchill's been there, Marilyn Monroe has stayed there. But basically they had a zoo effectively in the grounds because the owner wanted it to feel like his guests were on safari. So I mean, Animal Kingdom vibes obviously. And they're still home to wild zebras, the only ones in America, like the wild herd. And they said, oh, you know, you're lucky if you get to spot them. And we didn't spot them on the way to the sea lion spot.
Elephant seal spot.
Sorry, the elephant seal spot. You don't come here for the specifics. Elephant seals. But we were just driving back, and I literally just said to you, I was like, oh, gutted, like we didn't get to see any, not that there was much of a chance of it. And then on the left, all of a sudden, there were like 4 of them. So we got to see some wild zebras. That was very, very cool.
Obviously nobody else had seen them, because he said when it does, everyone stops.
Yeah, there were only a couple of them. And
He said there's about 100 of them in the herd.
Yeah, but well, we only saw a couple of them. And it was over in like a flash. I couldn't even get my camera out, but that was very, very cool. Ah, what a great start to the day, and it's only 10 to 11.
Can we see the maps?
I can now. We're about 240-ish miles outside of LA. We think that that is by going on Route 1 because there are more direct routes that you can go. We're probably looking at it taking around 4 hours.
Yeah, it's about what we planned, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3.
yeah, which works for us. And then this afternoon we haven't really got too much planned. Just exploring, checking in, and we have moved our Hard Rock Cafe. We were meant to be going on Thursday, but it just doesn't work out with us having to go back to the airport. So we're going to do that tonight, and I'm here for it because I love a Hard Rock.
Oh, but Hard Rock Thursdays was a thing.
Once.
Yeah, 3 of them.
I know. Oh well, there's next Thursday.
There is also next Thursday.
Our guide recommended coming off of Route 1 and heading on like a smaller highway road. I don't know, whatever it's called.
Through Cayocas.
Yeah, through Cayocas. So this is actually probably the biggest town that I've seen since the Moon Bay.
Yeah.
That we were at, like, I don't know, 6-7 hours ago.
But Cambria is
on our journey, yeah.
It doesn't come across as big as this.
Yeah, but this is cool. So you could have just carried along Route 1, but this adds a couple of minutes and it just means that we get to see somewhere a little bit different. Have a little explore from the car. I don't think we're going to get out the car necessarily. I think we're going to do that maybe the next stop or two along.
Yeah, Morro Bay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's cute round here.
That proper old style western shops. Look at these.
Oh yeah.
Like old saloons.
Hidden kitchen from earth to belly. It's cool.
I mean, this is my idea of smell of hell. Oh, there's too much lavender for my liking. You can go in if you want. Right, my love? What day is it?
Tuesday.
Looks like we come to the right place. Disney is everywhere. Do you want to be a mermaid?
Oh look, wherever I'm with you, that's home.
What did we buy, Bubba Love? What did we buy?
I'm knacking it, but how cool is this? It's the Pacific Coast Highway 1.
There we go, we can see it now.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool. Come into the bakery. It looks so good.
God, there's cupcakes, eclairs, cream horns.
About an hour out of LA. It's been a really good drive so far.
It has.
Someone's doing very well still. I am busting for the toilet. So we have managed to get into the world of 4G, which is amazing.
Is 4G actually a thing in America? I was starting to doubt it.
I've had a million.
No, I'm on E.
Oh, that's weird. I've had a million text messages come through, basically being like, oh, you are here. So I've had like the Cheesecake Factory reservation notification, the Cambria Pines, loads have come through. So my phone is coming back to life, but it's been very helpful because it's meant that I can find a detour off the road to stop and get a drink and use the restroom. So, strawberry acai with lemonade?
Yes, please.
I think so. One each.
Yes, please.
LA traffic, standard. Love that. Armenian banana.
We made it. I would say can we go again, but not just yet. It's a long old drive.
Yeah.
Not that you felt it.
No, I must say, we thought that, I mean, it's a lot of driving, and if you think about doing that at home, but the amount of scenery you get to see, the different stops that you can
You're
do.
driving up down the coast of the like Pacific most of the way. You can't beat the views. nice.
It was hot, and the LA traffic wasn't too bad. You're a superstar. I'm very proud of you with your driving.
Well, I only drifted once or twice.
No,
but so did the
you were
Americans.
so good. You were so good at driving there. Like, yeah, I'm very.
And we seem to have enough fuel now to get us to the airport on Thursday.
Yes, so we don't have to fill up anymore because we can return on empty. So we have arrived at the Hilton. It is.
We arrived in. We were like, oh, I wonder if we're about to see Universal to come in. And straight in front of you, you've got Hogwarts Castle and a massive minion.
Yeah, I did show the minion because it's quite funny just like peeking up over like the surrounding areas because we are in the middle of the city. We are gonna call this vlog a day here, so thank you so much for joining us on our trip all the way from San Fran, all the way down Route 1, Highway 1,
the Pacific Coast Highway.
Yep. And into LA across the last couple of days. Please do stick around because we have still got lots of our holiday.
We're not even a week in, we've done so much.
I know. The next section is going to be sort of twofold. There's going to be one that's a specific day at Universal.
Tomorrow.
Yes, and then the rest is going to be things to do in LA itself before we go on to our Hawaii portion of the trip. For now, thank you so much for watching. Please hit like if you enjoyed.
Subscribe.
And we will see you very, very soon for our LA vlogs. Bye.
You'll be on my mind. I'll be dreaming about this.